honing in on Kenya right now, right? Now, it's a struggle. I've been going through these documents and doing my due diligence for the past couple of months, and it's not as easy as you think it would be. I don't know how these people just go out there and buy these properties up. I feel like I need to pull up again because I'm working with a real estate agent. I specifically decided to go to a company that I know, so I partnered with Remax out there, right? Went through the whole training session, all that to see if I decided to sell real estate in Kenya, what that would look like. So I know a little bit. Now, with me buying properties, there's a specific development that I'm looking at because the price points are on point for my budget. And I noticed that there's some things that I'm not necessarily comfortable with, like the documentation is in handwriting. And on top of that, I noticed that on one of the documents, the name of the company was misspelled. So I don't know if people just don't pay attention to stuff like that, but I do. Like, I have a strong compliance background, and that helps me decipher risks, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not working in the corporate world anymore, but I still have like my compliance or like my risk mitigation eyes on whenever I'm looking. And we have different layers of security out here in the US when purchasing, because I am an agent out here in Texas and I'm licensed in North Carolina, and we have to know the laws out here. People do not play around, but whenever you're traveling abroad, it's a whole other thing. So this is my little rant with this, but the agent that I'm dealing with, I'm, going back and forth with her on WhatsApp. And so I'm like, okay, I need to secure an attorney at this point so they can call out like what needs to be identified, because I'm not comfortable with the documentation. Is this how it's done? I know things aren't same and streamlined as they are, or that we don't have the same structure, especially in certain African countries. So I wanted to engage a lawyer, and she was like, okay, well, you can with our firm, but there's going to be a cost. Okay, I know there's going to be a cost. That's perfectly fine. Give me the details so I can, first of all, I'm going to do some research on them as well, because there's a licensing agency out there that'll identify whether or not somebody is active, unknown, or inactive. And I already vetted the developer's attorney, and initially they were showing unknown. And I was like, that's another call out. And then I just recently pulled them up and they're showing active. Now, she responded by saying, like, let me know what services you need, and then we could proceed. And so I was thinking, I'm like, okay, as a real estate agent, I tell you, this is what I provide, and then you proceed. I don't know what the heck I need, like what type of services I need. I need you guys to vet this development company. If you're a real estate attorney, don't you already know, like, can you give me some guidance? That's all I'm asking. So I'm a little bit frustrated at this point. And so I just responded to her stating that, okay, look, this is what I'm trying to do. And as a professional in real estate, if a buyer or a seller comes up to me and asks me if I can help them with something and what all it entails, I have a list of everything that I provide, and I can give you explanation in detail if needed. It's not the other way around, because you just don't know, So am I crazy? I don't know.